यथाग्नेर्दाहिका शक्तिः रामकृष्णे स्थिता हि सर्वविद्यास्वरूपां तां शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम्. I shall bow down to Universal Mother, who is residing in Sri Ramakrishna inseparably, like the fire and its burning power. And she is the embodiment of all wisdom and all knowledge. My salutations to her. Om, peace, peace, peace. Dear devotees, we were discussing hymn on Holy Mother, that is Prakrutim Paramam. In many of our centers, Ramakrishna Math and Mission centers, every day they sing. In some of the centers, they sing on Tuesdays and Fridays or Tuesdays and Saturdays. This is a beautiful hymn written by Swami Abhedanandaji, the apostle of Sri Ramakrishna. We have known that. These lines or verses are so deep in their meaning. If we start taking each word and when we start meditating or contemplating, and whoever knows the life of Holy Mother Sharda Devi, so many incidents will come in front of us. So it is like Guna-dhyana, meditating on the divine qualities of Holy Mother, Universal Mother, Sri Sharda Devi. Or Swarupa-dhyana. What is the nature? What is the nature of Holy Mother Sri Sharda Devi? She is our mother. Amarma, our mother. That is more than enough. But when we know her real nature, the love mixed with the devotion, the love mixed with the divine knowledge, probably it increases our devotion towards her and we'll be able to love her more, and that can give a lot of solace to our heart. Why? Because in day-to-day life, we have to face a lot of struggles, we have to face a lot of difficulties, adverse circumstances and whatnot. So sometimes mentally we are down, emotionally we are down, and we feel the state of helplessness or hopelessness, all these things. So we need some strength, we need some support where we can rely upon so that we'll be able to cross over the problems. Sometimes when we take a human help, good, fine, but sometimes it can create problems. But when you take a divine help, when you take the help of the divine, of the God, then there is no problem at all. The divine is complete in itself. And the divine mother or the Lord is unselfish. He doesn't want anything from us except helping. He only knows to love us. He only knows how he or she can help us. That is the reason the Lord or the divine or our universal mother can be the best support for all of us to rely upon. So that idea has been given in the third line of the first para or the first verse of this hymn. Sharanagata Sevaka Toshakarim. Toshakari means it is contentment. Ever contented. Here Toshakari. It is not timely contentment. It is complete satisfaction. Ever satisfaction means you don't seek anything else once you get this. Such type of contentment here the author is mentioning. How it is attained? Sharanagata. By surrendering oneself at the feet of the divine, at the feet of the mother. Then Sevaka, doing service to the Lord. God doesn't expect anything from us. But if we serve the Lord, we feel the blessedness. So let us try to understand. See, if you see, we are all in distress and difficulties. That is the reason many times, many of us, we keep on pestering the Lord. We keep on pestering the God and goddesses to fulfill our desires, to fulfill our wishes, to answer our prayers, and probably to, to uplift us from the problems. All these things are happening. And some want wealth, some desire name and fame, or power and position, progeny, whatnot. They also pray to the God, no doubt. So to fulfill many of our desires, a big list we keep in front of God. When we go to church, when we go to temple, or when we go to mosque for prayers or for worship, or maybe in the house also. After prayers, many of us, we keep a big list to be fulfilled. That's all fine. Sometimes few are fulfilled, sometimes few are unfulfilled. Then sometimes, some of our devotees, I've seen that. They keep on complaining. Oh, I prayed so much. I try to worship and I pray to fulfill such a desire, but God didn't fulfill. So why God didn't fulfill? Doesn't He listen our prayers? Or was there any lacuna in my prayer? Or whether does God exist? Or God is really compassionate? All such type of questions can haunt the mankind, and it was haunting, and it is haunting, and it will be haunting. Fine, I want good health. Someone want good education, good job, salary, maybe good wife or husband, children, and their progress. All such type of desires and wants we want. And if you pray for God to fulfill these wishes, yes, you can get it. No doubt. But terms and conditions apply. What is the terms and conditions? One is you have to surrender at the God, at the feet of the God, at the feet of the divine. And try to serve Him. Try to please Him. But Swamiji, you were saying that God's love is unconditional, but you are saying terms and conditions apply. That means God's love is conditional, does it mean? No, in generally God's, compassion and love is unconditional, no doubt. But by doing this, what happens? We will become the fittest instruments to receive the divine grace. Holy Mother herself says, look, the divine grace is ever flowing. Sri Ramakrishna's infinite grace is ever flowing, like the Malaya breeze. But only whoever unfurls the ship in the olden days, they used to have the big piece of cloth. So based on the wind speed, they used to drive the ship, boats. So similarly, if you make yourself fittest instrument, then you can receive the divine grace. So by surrendering, by serving the Lord, why should we do all these things? By doing all these things, what happens? We will become the fit instruments to receive the divine grace of the Lord. So that's why we have to pray. That's why we have to meditate. That's why we have to do some services, either community services or service of the Lord or whatever. By doing all these things, we become the fittest instruments in His hands or in our hands, and we'll be the recipient of the divine grace. I would like to tell how this God's love is unconditional and it is ever contented. A person, very interesting, his name is called Chandru. He comes from Bangladesh. In the olden days, before the partition of India, it was called East Bangladesh, East Bengal. He was poor, he had a family, and he had children. So he comes from one of the village from Bangladesh, present Bangladesh. So he came to Calcutta, which was the big city in those days. So he came to Calcutta in search of job. Then somewhere he heard from someone that there is a Ramakrishna mission. There is Udbodhan called, there's a printing press. If you go, probably you may get a job. He was so happy. He doesn't know who is Sri Ramakrishna. He doesn't know who is Holy Mother. He doesn't know what is Ramakrishna mission, monks, spirituality, devotion, nothing. He only came in search of job. He wants a job so that he can save himself and he can take care of his family. Then by inquiring, he came to Udbodhan office, where Swami Sharadanji used to stay, Holy Mother herself used to stay. And he came and he sat outside of the building, Udbodhan building. Whoever has visited Calcutta Mother's house, we can remember, we can see outside. And the pulpit is sitting. And one of the employee who was working in the printing press by name called Mohan, he came. And he saw this fellow sitting. Hey, who are you? My name is Chandru. Why are you sitting here? As a generally, materialistically, we think whenever we need any job, we will go and approach a manager or the company or probably the in charge of the company. So in the similar way, this Chandru said to Mohan, my dear, I have come here in search of job. So who is your in charge here? Who is the president or who is the in charge of this institution? I would like to talk with him and get a job, seek a job. Then the Mohan said, here, Holy Mother Shri Sharda Devi is there. She is the owner of this institution. Then this Chandru said, is it? But I heard that this is a monastery. So monastery means only monks are supposed to be there. How come ladies are there? Anyhow, that's fine. So he went along with the Mohan. But before that, Mohan said, wait, I will come just a minute, give some time. And Mohan went inside and he spoke with Holy Mother. A person has come, he would like to see you and he wants some help. Holy Mother allowed that person to come. So Mohan came and told to Chandru, Chandru, please come, Mother is ready to see you. Then this Chandru went. He doesn't know who is she, Holy Mother and all. She is goddesses and she has been respected and worshipped by devotees, etc. Nothing he knows. And as we all know that Holy Mother was very bashful in nature, most of the time she used to cover her with the sari, with a piece of cloth, and especially when the male devotees come, hardly people used to see her face. And for everyone's astonishment, though is a third person, but is unknown person, but Holy Mother didn't cover her face. That itself shows her grace on Chandru. Chandru came and Chandru said, I am coming from Bangladesh. I am a poor person and I am from rural background. My family is in stress, so I need a job. And Holy Mother she was seeing this Chandru. And Chandru, though he was explaining his problem and he was seeking job, but when he saw her eyes, he felt that, so much love and compassion is there in Holy Mother's eyes, so much so that it can embrace the whole of humanity. It can embrace the whole universe. The saint and sinner, either human being or the animals, or the saintly people, beasts or any good people or noble people, everyone can be, come in that fold of this Holy Mother's universal love. That was the experience of this Chandru. Imagine, he didn't come for spirituality. He didn't come for devotion. He didn't come to become a monk. He just came for job, in search of job. But when he saw the Holy Mother, that was his, real experience. Holy Mother, she asked, my dear, who are you? What's your name? From where are you coming? After getting the details, she said, look, we have got here so many people coming and going. Devotees are visiting every day. So we need a person who would like to go to the market and get the vegetables and groceries daily basis. And some other works may be there. Are you ready to work? Chandru said, oh, that's okay, no problem. I only want salary and I only want job. Any work is fine. But see, the Holy Mother's common sense. See, I can get the work done from you, never mind. But here, my son, Sharat, that is Swami Sharadanji is there. He is the person who is in charge managing all these things. So if he allows, then it is possible. Then Mother told to Mohan, employee of that Udbodhan press, look, you tell to my son Sharat that I would like I mean, if you take him into job, then I can get his service. Then Mohan narrated the whole incident to Sharat Maharaj, that is Swami Shardananji. Swami Shardananji said, already appointment has been done by Universal Mother, then who am I to decide whether I should appoint him or not? I have to accept, that's all. So that was the faith Swami Shardananji had on Holy Mother. And immediately Chandru was accepted. And Chandra was sincere and hardworking person, and whatever the work was given nicely is to do. And not only that, any other work, any other work in the house or even in the press, any other work, every work is to do. Holy Mother was pleased. Slowly, she started telling, okay, once in a while, whenever you are free, you come upstairs. And she used to give some her personal work to get it done. And Chandra used to do so happily. And Holy Mother started taking personal service, like maybe massaging her feet or because of a rheumatism pain and all, which is rare indeed. Hardly people used to get. Even Swami Shardanji was, waiting for Holy Mother to serve her personally. But Chandru got it unasked. After, again, time went on. After some days, Holy Mother said to Chandru, come, I will initiate. And again, you imagine, he never wanted any spiritual practice or any spirituality. But still, Holy Mother herself said, my dear, please come. I would like to initiate you. And she initiated him. And one day, after some days of the initiation, one day, Holy Mother calls Chandru and says, look, you are my disciple. I have initiated you. So know it for certain. Know it for certain. For my disciples, there is no more birth. This is your last birth. Imagine so many ascetics, monks, nuns, saints, they are doing a lot of penance, lot of spiritual struggles to have God's grace or to have self-realization so that they don't want to come into this world or they don't want to take birth. But nothing done, even not sought, not asked. Chandru got Holy Mother's grace so much so that Holy Mother herself is saying to Chandru, you are my disciple and I have initiated you. You do not to fear. You will not have any more birth and this is your last birth. Imagine when the Universal Mother herself is making such a statement, any one of us, or even including Chandru, if any one of us we hear from her directly, what an amount of contentment, what an amount of supreme peace one would have experienced, would have felt. Probably tears might have rolled down on the Chandru's face. And again, supreme contentment, definitely he faced. He experienced. After some days, Chandru came and said, Mother, because of the floods, because of the heavy rain and floods, my house has been washed away. So I have to go and do something for my family. Holy Mother said, fine, you inform to Swami Shardananji and you take leave for some days and you go and come. Then Chandru said, what to go and help my family to build a house or to renovate the house? I don't have even money to go and come back to Bangladesh. Then Holy Mother understood his plight. Then Holy Mother used to, whatever the little money she used to get from devotees, she used to spend always on the devotees only. So at the end of the sari cloth, she had tied some few pennies. And she opened it and she took everything and she gave. And that money was so much so that he can go and come from Bangladesh, go and he can return to Calcutta. Not only that, he can build a house, a new house. So much money she gave. And he took aback Chandru. Chandru never expected. And Chandru never sought also any money or financial help from Mother. Only he expressed his problem. But Mother gave all these things. And Mother said, don't tell anyone. Don't tell to anyone that I have given. Just only you go and tell to Swami Shardananda that you have got this problem and you need some days leave so that you will go and you can settle the things and come back. You see, this is what. Why? Because Holy Mother grace fell upon Chandru because of his simplicity and innocence or guileless nature. He's not a Pandit or wise man. He might not have, he has not studied Bhagavad Gita, he has not studied Ramayana, he has not studied Mahabharata or any other scripture. He never came in search of God or spirituality. Just he came in search of job, but he got the grace of Divine Mother, a universal mother. Because of his simplicity, because of his guileless nature, because of his innocence. And he got so much money, so he went and he brought whole of his family to Calcutta, and he got a rented house. And in rented house, Chandru's wife and children are playing. And children, they will play and all. The owner was such a nonsense, used to create nonsense. So he used to always scold Chandru's children that, you are making sound, you are making noise while playing, you should not play, you should not play. Somehow Holy Mother came to know. And Holy Mother called Swami Sharda and said, look, their children, Chandru's children are having a problem for play. So you should see that a house should be built and that should be given to Chandru. You see, so much grace, infinite grace is coming unasked. Swami Shardanji took a piece of land, he got it, a house was built, and the keys were handed over to Chandru and his family. And Holy Mother herself worshipped Sri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother's picture, both of their pictures, and she sent that portraits to his house to be installed on the housewarming ceremony. A monk went and did the worship of Sri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother. What an infinite grace and compassion from these people. And afterwards, once Holy Mother said, she gave a handful of rice and said, see, this rice you keep in your storehouse, grocery storehouse, so that you will never have the problem or dearth of the food. She is Mother Annapurna, so he never had any problem. Once Chandru's wife was cooking and she was frying probably vegetables or puri or luchi or whatever. Accidentally, the hot burning oil fell on the Chandru's wife's body. I think Sarala or her name, probably, I don't remember exactly. And it was so much so, because of that pain, she was crying very bitterly. Immediately he did whatever could do, and Chandru ran to Holy Mother and said, Mother, this has happened. So please bless her so that let her able to bear that pain. Holy Mother, when she took the mustard oil, because in Bengal, they use mustard oil, they use applying the body and before taking a bath. So, and for cooking also. So she took the mustard oil and she uttered some mantras, and that that oil was given to the Chandru and said, you go and apply this oil on the body of your wife. And Chandru came and with the oil, and he applied the oil on the body, the whole body of his wife. And for astonishment, for everyone's astonishment, as a miracle, all that burning sensation got disappeared and she became okay. And again, they resumed their life. You see, the whole grace is unconditional. Maybe we don't know Chandru. In his previous life, he might have done a lot of penance. That's the reason he might have got this grace. But in this life, without asking, unasked, he is getting the divine grace, Holy Mother's infinite grace. This is what the one story. And he never had any problems. And Holy Mother herself had assured that this is your last birth. And afterwards, Holy Mother asked Chandru to bring his wife, and even his wife was also initiated. That means both of them will have no more birth. Oh, Shakarim, contentment. And of course, afterwards they became devotee and they came to know who is Holy Mother and all, devotion and surrender and serving Holy Mother. Everything happened in due course of time. But before that itself, they got the infinite, abundant grace of Universal Mother. So we cannot say that God, by doing so much, we will get it. But when we struggle, definitely Lord or Mother gives. Why? Because we'll become the fittest instrument in their hands. And also, I think I have heard even this story. Recently, I heard maybe 4 years before. When Holy Mother was there in her physical body, all these things has happened. Now, what about now? At present situation, even at present situation also, many people are getting her grace. one of the lady devotee who used to worship mother intensely, and she is from India, especially from Karnataka. After marriage, she had a miscarriage of a baby. Then afterwards, there was some, medical problems. The doctors, they said to that lady, my dear lady, we are sorry to inform you, due to the medical problems, you cannot conceive anymore a baby. So you can't have a baby. Please forget it. Maybe if you at all you are really interested, you can go to orphanage and you can get a son, a boy or girl, and you can adopt, but you can't expect any more children of yourself. So please don't expect. There's a medical problem. Somehow, the husband said, okay, that's okay, whatever God's will or our fate, let it happen so. But she was so much unhappy about it. She wanted child, so she decided, I am Holy Mother's child, Holy Mother's daughter. Holy Mother should give me, why not? And she informed the family members, and she decided for 10 days, I will take only one time meal, and I will not talk with anyone. And most of the time, maximum time, I will try to do repetition of the Lord's name, Mother's name or Lord's name, and to do some prayer and spiritual practice. Most of the time, I will be doing spiritual practices, and I will not talk anyone. I will not see anyone, and only one time meal. Saying that, she went into the room, she closed the doors. For 10 days she did. She intensely started praying, weeping, and also having a 1 square meal, all these things. At 10th day, or 9th or 10th day, she started feeling that she's pregnant. Then after 10th day, as her woe, after finishing, then she goes and she gets checked medical with a doctor, qualified doctor. Doctor says that it is a medical miracle because now you are pregnant. We never, and it is beyond our imagination. How is it possible? So because it is the mother's infinite grace. Because of that, she got baby, and even the daughter is also doing well. So it is very difficult for us to say how the grace will fall on us. Only we should become fit enough, we should be prepared enough to receive the divine grace. Sometimes we do get the grace, but because of our foolishness, we don't understand. And once it so happened, Swami Arupananda ji, his pre-monastic name is called Ras Bihari. So Ras Bihari Maharaj is known very well, as a Ras Bihari Maharaj is very well known in the Ramakrishna order. Holy Mother was going to Kashi. All we know that is one of the oldest city. So it is a sacred city and it is the greatest pilgrimage center for all the Hindus. Every day, hundreds and thousands of people go there to have the darshan of Lord Vishwanath. Holy Mother had started to go to Kashi Vishwanath, that is Kashi or Banaras. Ras Bihari Maharaj or Swami Arupanji said, and he was a brahmachari, he had not accepted monastic, he had not taken monastic vows. He said, Mother, 2 days before itself, I will start the journey and I will go to Gaya. Gaya, we have got 2 parts. One is Bodha Gaya, where Buddha or Siddhartha Gautama, he sat and he got enlightenment. That's called Bodha Gaya. The other is Vishnu Gaya, which is the very ancient, again, sacred place for all the Hindus. There they say that there is a feet, Lord's feet is there. So people go there and worship and they offer the respects and obeisance to their forefathers, elders. So if that is done, then the forefathers get freedom, release from the bondage. That is what the Hindus believe. And it is not only beliefs, many people have experienced also. If you remember, even Sri Ramakrishna's father, Shuddhiram Chattopadhyay, he also went to Vishnu the Gaya and he offered the Pinda Pradhana, we say. So food to the forefathers, and he had a dream that all forefathers felt so happy and they were next to the God, and Lord Vishnu appeared in the dream and he said, I would like to come as your son. I would like to take birth as your son. All this story we know. So Rasbihari Maharaj also, he had been, so he finished the Shraddha ceremony and Pinda Pradhan. That is basically offering the food with a particular rituals and mantras to the forefathers. So after that, he came. And when he came, by the time Holy Mother also had reached Banaras. Then Rasbihari Maharaj was very happy to see Mother and he paid his respects. And the next day, when he met Mother, he said, Mother, I had a dream yesterday night. What was the dream? In the dream, I saw so many people were getting liberated. Freedom, liberate. How? And you were keeping the water in a bowl, and whoever was coming used to sprinkle the water on them, and I saw that they were getting liberated. And after so many people, quite a number of people got liberated, you felt tired enough, saying that you were supposed to get up, and one person came and you said, enough, I will not do anything. Then that person, a particular person, he went on pleading you. Finally, he said, okay, you also get freedom like that. You sprinkled the water and he also got liberated, released from the bondage, and you got up and went away. And Holy Mother just smiled. And afterwards, Rasbihari Maharaj from Yarupanji said, in among them, many of them were my forefathers, my elders, or my family people. And some of them I don't know. So after explaining this, then he questioned what it is. What is the significance of it? What should I understand from this? Holy Mother said, my dear, I had promised you, because you had prayed that, Mother, I am going to pay my respects to my elders, forefathers. So please bless me that. Let them get liberated. Let them get free from bondage. Let them attain freedom from the bondage. You had requested, you had prayed, and had assured that, okay, may your prayers are answered. Okay, may your wish be fulfilled. So now it is up to me, or it is my duty to release your forefathers or your elders. So when you were doing Shraddha ceremony, whomever all you remembered, your forefathers, either by name or by person or whatever, so all of them I have given the liberation. Sharanagata. See, this Rasbihari Maharaj completely surrendered to Holy Mother. So when we surrender at the divine, not only we get liberation, even our forefathers, our family people, our family members, our dear ones, whomever we wish, even they also can get the liberation. This is the power of the Universal Mother. She looks so simple lady, just with a white piece of cloth or a sari she's wearing and sitting as a simple lady. But her power is unbelievable. We cannot even understand, we cannot experience, or we cannot even think or imagine. And Sharanagata Sevak, this Chandru, he served Holy Mother Sharda so much so that whatever he wanted, materialistic prosperity and spiritual prosperity, everything he got. So by serving the Lord, by serving the Mother, by serving our Gurus, or by serving the divine, it is not that they want something, they expect something. No, by doing all these things, we get, we become fittest instruments to receive their divine grace. That's why we have to surrender. When we surrender means what? We are crushing our pseudo ego. We are crushing our individual ego. Just like there's a stream of water and there's a big rock. Then what happens? The water gets stagnant. Then you remove the water, stone, then water gets easily flowed. So similarly, so-called this unripened ego, pseudo-ego, which is strong in all of us, that is making as a big bane to receive the divine grace. By surrendering oneself at the feet of the Lord, at the feet of the divine, and by serving the God, by serving the holy cause, by serving the noble cause, by serving the people thinking that they are all the embodiment of God and goddesses, or the embodiment of divine, what do I get? I will be the recipient of the divine grace. When I get the divine grace, if you want materialistic prosperity, that is also achieved. If you want spiritual progress, that is also achieved. Not only that, if you are a recipient of the divine grace, you will get the contentment. That contentment is so, promising, so blissful, so happy, so peaceful, we cannot imagine. By having millions of euros, we don't get that contentment. By becoming a celebrity and thousands of people are followers, I've got thousands of people followers, fine, I'm happy, fine, all these things. But the contentment which we get from the divine grace is much more higher than all these things. Then the last line of the first verse is Pranamami Param Jananim Jagata. Pranamami, I shall bow down. For whom? Param, Supreme, Jananim, Mother Jagatam. You are the supreme mother of the universe. We have got so many mothers. Every lady is a mother, no doubt. And she's the mother of mothers. And she's the supreme mother of the entire universe. She's the mother of the animals, birds, beasts, saints, sinners, even worms, everyone. So that's why she is the supreme mother of the entire world. The same Swami Arupananji, once he asked Holy Mother, Mother, I have got a doubt. I have got a question. Please clear my doubt. Then Holy Mother nodded her head, fine. Then Swami Arupananji said, Sri Ramakrishna, before his leaving his mortal coil, he had said very clearly that who is he? Who came as a Rama, who came as a Krishna, now he has taken birth as Ramakrishna. So himself has clearly told that he is a God, he is an incarnation, etc., etc. Now what about you? Who are you? Holy Mother said, oh, you have heard already many things about me. So what is the new thing to tell? That's all. That is all true. So Marupanji said, please don't bluff me. Please don't deviate things from me. I want right answer. I want precise answer. Who are you? Please tell me. I want to know. Otherwise, I will not leave you. So, with all humbleness and devotion and faith, he was gone pestering Mother. Mother said, if Sri Ramakrishna is the Lord, God, I am the goddesses. If he is the Lord of the universe, I am the mother of the universe. Then what else I can say? See, Holy Mother herself, she had promised, she had told about herself that she is the mother of the universe. And this is a very funny incident. A devotee, he had received initiation, spiritual instructions from Holy Mother. And at some point of time, he had a lot of problems and issues, financial issues, I think probably, or some family problems. He came to Holy Mother and he started explaining, narrating, Mother, I have got this problem, that problem, whole thing. Mother she was looking at him. She never consoled. Generally, we have seen in every incident, she used to console. She used to give faith and she used to give a few blessings or whatever, assurance. But in his case, in this devotee's case, she never gave any consolation, any consoling words. She never consoled him. She never said that, okay, don't worry, Sri Ramakrishna is there, our Lord is there, I am there, I am here, why do you bother? No. And she didn't give any assurance also. And basically, she didn't react at all. She didn't respond at all. Just she was looking at his face. This devotee felt very bad. Said, what is that? Am I such a sinner? I didn't get the divine grace at all. I didn't get the grace of Mother. And she has showed her infinite grace on so many people. Why not on me? What did I do? So he felt very bad, and because he didn't get any response from Mother, he bowed down to her and he came down in the Udbodh. And nearby, he went to Master Mahasaya, that is Mahendranath Gupta's house, who is the author of Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. And this devotee said, Sir, you are the person who served Sri Ramakrishna, who have probably pressed the feet, legs of Sri Ramakrishna. So your hands are so divine and blessed. So please keep your hands on my head so that I will feel the blessedness. But with a sincere devotion, with a sincere feelings, he is asking Master Mahashay, Mahendranath Gupta, M. Mahendranath Gupta was so much annoyed and he became angry and said, "You are number one fool. I have never seen any fool like you, other than you." Then already he was in distress because mother didn't grace him, bless him, and now again he is getting scoldings from Master Mahashay or Mahendranath Gupta. I mean, he said he got confused and perplexed. "Sir, what did I do? Did I do any wrong? Why are you scolding me?" Then Mahendranath Gupta said, "Then what else I can say? You were initiated disciple of Holy Mother. You have got the divine grace of the Universal Mother herself. Then what else you want? And why are you come and pleading the grace from me? You are, other than number one fool, you are what else I can say?" Then the devotee said, "No, sir, because there is a concern." "What is that?" And he narrated the whole incident, whatever happened in the Udbodhan. That is the mother's house. After hearing whole incident, Mahendranath Gupta asked this devotee, "My dear, when you were narrating the whole incident, your difficulties, what mother was doing? What was mother doing?" Then he thought and he said, "Mother was just looking at me, that's all. She didn't say anything. She didn't utter a word." Then Master Mahendranath Gupta said, "That's it. Then you got her grace. Why are you not able to understand?" The devotee already was confused and he was in distress and said, "Sir, please don't confuse me. Don't bluff me. Because already I've confused and I'm in, I'm in despair and you are confusing me and you are disturbing me." Mahendranath Gupta said, "No, I'm not confusing you. I am trying to make you aware." Then the devotee said, "Please tell me, sir. Please explain me. I am unable to explain. I understand." Then Mahendranath Gupta said, there is a Sanskrit word called Kama Akshi. Akshi means eyes. Kama means desires. By the mere look of God or goddesses, especially Kama Akshi, mother goddesses, all your desires and prayers are fulfilled or wished. And in Kandana Bhava Bandhana also we have seen. Vikshane Mohachari. Just by your mere vision, once you see towards me enough, all my delusion will be destroyed and I will get the divine grace, or I will be the recipient of the self-realization or moksha or mukti or enlightenment. So she's a Kamakshi. Holy Mother, she's a Kamakshi. By her vision, by her just mere look, all your desires and prayers and wishes are fulfilled, will be fulfilled. Then what else you want? She has shown her grace, but you are the fool, you didn't understand. See, that is the faith. What a faith Mahendranath Gupta had. When the devotee heard this, he felt, yes, I never thought this. Thank you, sir. Thanks. Tons of thanks. Millions of thanks for you. I never understood this. What a fool I am. I'm a fool. Now I understand the mother's grace has fallen upon me, but I didn't understand. Probably I didn't understand. That's the reason mother made me to think that I should come to you and talk with you or discuss with you so that I will understand the infinite grace which I have received from Holy Mother. And again, his mind was so much contented, and with that contentment, peace, he left. So Pranamami Param Jananim Jagata. She is the universal mother, mother of the universe. We don't know how she blesses, how she graces her children. Only we have to be in prayerful mood. We should be bored, keep on bowing down to her again, time and again. We should be in a prayerful mood, so that what happens? We'll be the recipient of her grace. Because pranamami, namaha, te. Te means to you, namaste, we say namaste. Namaste, namaste, we say. So what does it mean? Namaha, te. Te means to you, namaha. Namaha means na mama, not I, but you. See, what is the beautiful spiritual meaning, hidden meaning is there in this namaste. We say hi, hello. There's a way of greeting. The Indian way of greeting is, especially Indian Hindu way of greeting is namaste. Means I am trying to recognize the Lord is in you. So I am not, but thou. I am not, but thou. I am not, but thou. So thou refers to whom? Thou refers to divinity. Thou refers to God. Because God is everywhere, according to the Vedanta, or according to Vedas, or according to Upanishads. So God is residing in everyone, in every being, and God is everywhere. So when I say namaste, that means I am recognizing the divinity. I am recognizing the God in everyone, and I am paying my respects. So when we say namaste, that means what? It is my respects to the divine who is residing in you. That is the beautiful. So pranamami param jananim jagatam. I shall bow down to you. You are the mother of the universe. So let us try to understand a few other things in the next class. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Rama Krishna Arpanamastu.